So this is it. This is a six-wave finale. Everyone's getting involved. This is going to be an interesting way I can do this battle report because I couldn't remember everything that happens. But I've done the best I can, and of course when I get excited towards the end, I stop taking photos. But other than that, it should be great. So this is a setup. In front of the camera here is my army with the Anglo-Danish, and then going clockwise we have the Jomsvik, the Welsh, the All-Archer Normans in the far corner, Nick and his Vikings, and finally coming to the right of me are the Picts with Macbeth. Now, how this is going to work is you'll be getting your victory points for what you kill, and then you'll score 5 points to 0 depending on where you came there with victory points, and then there's a bonus 3 campaign points for the warlord who's closest to that centre marker, which I think was Hewell character. Okay, I don't think anything else has happened. Everyone's just getting ready to start off now. So this is the end of the first turn. Packs have already been placed in. We have an alliance between the Vikings and Picts, I think. They're both going to team up on the Normans. And I think the Welsh and Normans have kind of agreed not to attack each other as well. With me, on the other hand, I played most of this game pretty silent. One thing I hate doing is getting into an ally, because I always think I have to stick with them whatever happens, and I hate turncoating against somebody. The only thing I was doing, the Normans were higher in the tournament than I was, so I was playing trap down on them. So in theory, I was also allying with the Vikings and Picts, but I wasn't really. I didn't have any verbal agreement to this, but it does kick me in the teeth later on because I'm afraid to attack them. Because at the end of the day, I did consider them allies. Bit pants, but there you go. So my trap will either be played on the Normans or the Welsh. So, the Norman cavalry from the Pictish side, because he's got Macbeth with him, have charged up there, are now alongside the Vikes, who are trying to keep 2 inches away to make sure they don't accidentally charge them. In the meantime, they're trying to hide behind the hill, because the terrifying Norman bow fire seems to be whittling them down quickly. On the left, the Welsh are having a go at the Jomsvik, and there's me with no enemy yet, and just trying to slowly walk up to the centre. I can't remember what I played out. I kept helping them, the Viking Pict alliance, with Intimidate and occasionally Attract if I got the 6s for it. At this point, I'm just moving forward pretty steadily. I think also here, the Jomsvik, Gary, decided just to say, don't attack me, you can have the centre of the board, and you can help me keep off the Welsh. And I kind of agreed to this, grudgingly. As I said, I really hate making allies in this because I feel I have to keep my alliance. And then, yeah, but I didn't trust him that much. As you can see, I've still got 3 units facing him. Because one of my big worries was then the Welsh were going to let him have all the wrath he wanted, and then charge at me with 6 wrath and start cutting through all my entire units with no counterattack I can present. So even though I'm an ally and I wouldn't have attacked him, I was no way doubting that he would attack me quite happily. And then the Picts on the right, yeah, they were keeping out of my range of my archers. Further up the table, everyone's just getting ready to advance on the Normans, I think. Just trying to see if William's gone. No, William's still there. So yeah, that's as far as we've got so far. So I'm slowly moving up, trying to get to the centre. Everyone else is happily fighting out. I've got 0 victory points now. A, because I'm afraid to shoot on the allies on my left, and B, I've got allies on my right. So I'm surrounded with friendlies, and I can't really attack them because I won't break my allegiance to them. So we have to see how it goes elsewhere. At this time, the Normans decided William would run out and try and take out the cavalry unit the Picts have sent up to support the Vike. Unfortunately, I did intimidate him, so he got stuck out there and was unable to do his full attack as he had wished. No apologies, really. He had more points than me. I needed to make sure he didn't get too many victory points. And then the Pictish leader went in there with his knights and killed off William. So that's all looking good over that side. The Welsh and the Jomsvik are still fighting away. I'm just looking at this Jomsvik captain, warlord, in the centre there by himself. Oh, only if I was a turncoat, I'd have just gone in there and got the points for him. I kept looking at him. He was so open, but I would have felt so bad if I'd gone for it. So there's me, still pushing forwards. I've got a nice wedge formation going on there, as you can see. Still trying to protect myself from the maybe turncoat Jomsvik, while trying to keep my flank covered from the picks if they wanted to have a quick go at me. And I'm still trying to trundle towards the centre and just pick up those 3 victory points. Now, good news is, the Picts decide to pick a fight with the Vikings. So that was it. As far as I was concerned, the alliance was off between me and the Picts, which was excellent, because there's my Hearthguard right up at the front there, and just on the other side of the woods, that's Macbeth and some warriors. There's lots of points there I could just go in and take. Which was probably also good for the Jomsvik, because, as I say, his warlord by himself was looking awfully tempting. Yeah, after the charge in that the Picts done, I think the Vikings repaid in kind and wiped out his knights. So, all in all, they're mutually destroying each other while the Normans are shooting on them, which is a bit unfortunate. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So then in my turn, I felt the alliance was off with the Picts. They betrayed my allies with the Vikings. I thought I'd stick with them, mainly because they're miles away and couldn't really harm me, and I could still help them. So there was we were still alright. So I charge over with my Hearthguard, do my normal smash attack, take out his warriors, take out Macbeth, and get plenty of points for that. Unfortunately, after me, the Jomsvik decide they don't want anything of my alliance, and betray me by running with all his units towards the centre and try and block it off from my warlord. I couldn't believe it! I knew he was going to betray me. I was just waiting for it. I was hoping to get a bit closer first, I think. I think we're down to turn 6 out of 7 by now. So we've probably only got 1 turn left. He was going to grab those 3 victory points and leave me hanging. Never mind. I've quickly boosted up my score with killing off Macbeth and his bodyguard. Here's just a close-up of the betrayal of the Jomsvik and my very annoyed Anglo-Danish warlord. Here's just a quick shot of my Viking allies who bravely ran against the Norman lines. William's dead, by the way. He's not really there. He just put him there for the photo. Unfortunately, the Vikings were killed off to a man. So I've gone back to a previous photo because I said when I get overexcited I stop taking ruddy pictures. So this is kind of how it left towards the last turn of the game. I went after the Jomsvik. They'd put all their armor up by 1 thanks to their wrath they'd gained. So my plan was very simple. I was gonna charge in with my Hearthguard, try and kill off the warriors, push my way through with my warlord, and attack with my warriors there against his 4 Hearthguard. Unfortunately, I go in and kill 3 of the Hearthguard off with my warriors, which is great. Unfortunately, my Hearthguard go in and was blatted. By the time I got there, I had plenty of fatigue on me. He had 1 up armor. Later on, I have realised that the armor wouldn't have been up because we were playing it for everybody's turn. The armor was up, but reading the FAQ, a turn is a single player's orders and activation phase. So it's only for his turn he keeps his armor, which is a bit annoying. I also ran up with my warlord, going for death or glory because I knew I needed some victory points now because the Normans had jumped ahead of me. So I threw him in. Unfortunately, he died, so I didn't get the victory points for the centre, but I tried my best, and it was a glorious ending for my character. So here at the end of all things was the Jomsvik proudly holding off the centre against my Anglo-Danes and the Welsh who were desperately trying to run up there and get in as well. Oh, it was so close. Those white bits of paper is where they've got all their armour increased. Bit unfortunate we didn't realise the rules, but we all agreed on it at the time, so fair is fair. But what a great ending to the game. I mean, everyone was waiting for me to do my rush run, I think, and when it was going to happen. I did it. It didn't pay off this time. I couldn't pull it off. Oh, I mean, I made 1 fatal flaw. I didn't work out my pacings correctly, and what I really wanted to do was chuck in my warlord and my Hearthguard, and I think I would have broken them. Unfortunately, being the fool I am, overly excited, I just spent my saga points, used his ability to chuck in the Charles. I mean, I had a spare child dice at the end of it, which was unfortunate, but that That's it. If you make one mistake, it does catch up with you. That was mine, but that was one of the best endings to a tournament I've ever had. Two warlords and their bodyguards clashing it out on top of the hill. Fantastic. So, final positions were Normans at the top, and I came in second. Oh, it was close. Really came down to that last game, which made it fantastic. So, thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed watching these. I am going to do just a quick roundup at the end, just to say how I thought the tournament went from the running wise, and maybe a bit from the rest of the show. Yeah, please subscribe, please like, and I'll see you next time. That Willis.